I'd just like to start by getting this straight. Hello. When I was a little girl, my dad told me, George, next week you're going to be doing stand-up comedy. So pull your dick out from between your legs and take off that ridiculous outfit. Because you're scaring the other Girl Scouts and start writing some jokes. Obviously my Girl Scout outfit, not this one. They kicked me out for trying to eat a brownie. I just left my job as an estimator. I spent most of the day sitting around eating. And that gave me a round figure. Thank you for laughing at my weight there, by the way. That's very kind of you. A Saudi Arabian dairy farmers called milkshakes. I don't know, maybe. Probably not. I hear that Saudi Arabia's intolerant. I was driving through the Peak District the other day, and I saw a sign that said, falling rocks. But I think falling shit. I just got my first car. It's fallen to pieces already. The ignition, don't get me started. I had to tie the gearbox back on with bits of dried grass. Yeah, I'm clutching at straws, really. In its defence, though, I didn't think it was a particularly gymnastic car, but then I saw it do the high beams. 3 pizzerias closed near my house last week. Must have had a domino effect. In their place, an 80s themed sweet shop's opened. I went in, 80s themed, I said, I'd like a wham bar, please. But all they had left was a couple of careless whispers. I found a spelling mistake on the Cadbury's chocolate wrapper, but it's probably just a one-off fluke. I used to be in a band. We were called Crutch. We're more for support act, really. I played quite an unusual instrument. I'd pick up blades of grass, I'd squeeze in between my thumbs and I'd blow on them like that. Yeah. The groupies weren't really into it, but I still played the field. Have you heard anything new about the robbery in the photographer studio last week? Nah, me neither. There's been no new developments since then. It's quite unusual to hear about a robbery in a photographer studio. Usually they just get a few flashes. Oh, is that a new freckle? The robbery, it was in all the newspapers, though. Did you know that in the Southern Hemisphere, newspaper articles are called newspaper antarticles? And they're all published by Penguin. When you're at the airport, you aren't supposed to interfere with other passengers' luggage. I recently got prosecuted for tampering with somebody else's carry-on bag. But all I did was take a look inside and put it back. It was an open and shut case. I started using organic toothpaste. I get it off Gumtree. I watched a documentary the other day on how they put things in glass containers. It was jarring stuff. I tried watching to the end, but I bottled it. I love documentaries. I recorded 5 hours of David Attenborough, but then he asked me to get out of his house. Apparently he doesn't like people filming him without his knowledge, which is quite hypocritical when you think about it. But he also says that African water mammals are fat and lazy, and that's quite hypocritical too. I've got a girlfriend. Oh, thanks. I met her at my last job. She got promoted. I I didn't, but I don't mind, that's the way I like him. Young, dumb, and full of company policies. Love you, lassie! That's not what she's actually called, it's just a pet name. My last girlfriend had braces. Did not go down well. We don't have any kids together. We have reared a child, but that's just because our reverse parking sensors are faulty. We did adopt a can of Australian lager with foster parents. I contracted intestinal parasites while drinking that Foster's. I opened up a can of worms there. It's considered rude to eavesdrop on strangers in public, but you know what they say. Becky, that guy has worms. If you buy a kebab on a stick, it goes cold really fast, but if you wrap it in bread, it's shawarma. I started a charity that gives housing to ex-military servicemen. I'm a private landlord. I used to have a lot of high-ranking residents, but now there's only one left tenant. The rest went to occupy somewhere else. When Colonel Sanders started KFC, did he remain a colonel? Or did he get demoted to wing commander? I spent a while trying to come up with a KFC joke, but I think that one's a zinger. I've been asked to attend a fruit juice party. I've been cordially invited. In my spare time, I sketch people standing in an orderly fashion. I draw the line at queuing. Speaking of which, I'm starting a political party. We're going to give free art supplies to everyone. We start canvassing next week. It's off to a shaky start, though. Somebody's already accused me of inappropriately groping their permanent marker, but it was just a felt tip. I caught a bus the other day, which I was very surprised by, because I was fishing for mackerel. The driver was new, so I let him off the hook. I've been to the doctors. I think I might have boomerang syndrome. I'm just waiting for the results to come back. My doctor says I'm at the age where I should consider getting a prostate exam. I'm sure somebody explained to me what that is, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I did look it up in a medical encyclopedia, but there was only one small passage in the back, right at the bottom. I'm a big fan of wine racks. I don't know why, they just lift my spirits. I always wanted one of those animals that can do really cool tricks, like the kind you see on Britain's Got Talent, or in Japanese pornos. But I have neither the patience nor the discipline to train a dog or an octopus. So I got a parrot instead. Speaks for itself, really.